things that often gets lost in the mix is that these were religions of diviners. That your diviners were essential for maintaining right relationship with your ancestors, with your gods, with your community, with your powers. And that's something that often gets lost in the mix as we're working toward restoration. Divination was essential to the right handling of our communities at one point. There was a time where armies did not move without the say-so from seers. And one part of the damage that I believe modernity has done after 2,000 years of Christianity is to cast these sacred arts as nothing more than fortune-telling. So it's up to us as diviners, as polytheists, as people working to restore broken traditions, to also reposition our sacred arts, as we do with our mysteries, as crucial and integral to the very traditions that we're restoring. So hence this conference. Welcome everyone. Got a little bit of housekeeping before we begin, and Elizabeth, keep me on time. Bathrooms are right around the corner from the elevator. There is coffee and tea out in the lobby. That's free for anyone to partake of. There's also a lunchroom, and if I'm not mistaken, there's usually fruit and cereal and a few munchies there if you get peckish in between workshops. We've got a full schedule today. If you don't have a schedule, Elizabeth has schedules. If you haven't paid, see Elizabeth. I'm selling some of my books on this table here. If those of you who are presenting have goods or wares that you would like to sell, by all means, please put them on the table. It's rare that so many of us, even though this is a relatively small group, it's rare that we're all in the same place. And I know that many of you are doing some really interesting things. So by all means, share. Standing back here is going to be offering divination today on the breaks, so you can see him. Each presentation runs about an hour. We have a half an hour in between. As I said earlier, I know some of you came in after I said this, Elizabeth here is going to be our timekeeper, so for those presenting, she'll give you a 5-minute warning before you're at time. We have to be pretty strict with the schedule because we're running 8:30 to 8:30 today. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. There's a wonderful quote, and I'm actually going to read it so that I don't mangle it, that I absolutely adore. And it's by this academic who specializes in Greek religion, Sarah Illes Johnston. She says, divination then, more than any other religious act, confirms not only that the gods exist, but that they pay attention to us. And that is one of the reasons why it is so crucial. So we're also looking, for those of you that are presenting, we want to put together a collection of the presentations. So email me when all of this is done. We're hoping that we can put out a book. And we'll network and see where the proceeds should be donated to, but we'll find something good that everybody agrees on. I think that's about all. I'm curious as to who came the farthest. Where did everyone come from? Brooklyn. Brooklyn? Massachusetts? Oh. Southern Maryland?
I'm in Hollis, actually traveled from West New York.
West New York?
Michigan.
Michigan? DC. Saranth, I think you win. Sanyan said, we should give a prize to the person who came the farthest. So take one of the books. We've got a good group here. So I'm going to give you a chance to meet and greet. We have 15 minutes before our first presentation starts. I'm allowing the presenters to introduce yourselves because there is no way that I can do justice to the work that all of you are doing. And I would feel horrible if I left anything out. So as you come up to present, please give a little intro of who you are and what you've done.
I have set up a camera so that for those of us in our groups, various friends who couldn't make it, I've got it, I'm going to be shooting it, I just wiped it clean. If you do not want to be on camera, or if you don't want your presentation on camera, please let me know, I will respect that.
And I have no problem with that. We do have someone Skyping in, I believe.
They haven't contacted me yet, but hopefully
Well,
soon.
we may have someone Skyping in a little later today, so that's why the computer is set up behind. So now I'm going to step away. Y'all have 15 minutes before Kathleen Powell is going to begin her presentation. So talk amongst yourselves.